Hi guys. So today we're starting something new. Today's learning target is I can multiply a fraction by a mixed number. So far this year we've focused on multiplying a whole number by a fraction and two fractions together. Today we're going to get a little more complicated and we're going to be talking about multiplying a fraction by a mixed number. So we're going to go over two main methods today. The first method is using conversion. I wrote on the side over here the steps that you can take to do the conversion method. So, step 1, convert mixed number to an improper fraction. So, I'm going to convert 3 1/2 to an improper fraction. Now, in order to do that, I need to take my whole number, which is 3. I multiply it by my denominator, which is 2, and I get the number 6. After I get that 6, I'm going to add 6 to my 1, which means I now have 7/2. So I'm multiplying together 1/4 times 7/2. So after I convert, I now just multiply across. And then I'm going to simplify. So multiplying across, 1 times 7 is 7. 4 times 2 is 8. So 7/8. Now 7/8, I can't simplify 7/8, so I would just leave it as it is. So my answer is 7/8. So that's the first method. So converting mixed numbers to improper fractions and then multiplying them. The second method is the box or the area model. I think for multiplying mixed numbers, as we get more complicated, this is the better way to do it. I'm going to ask that you be able to do both, and then you'll be able to pick which one works better for you. So, we're going to set up our box first. So we have 1/4 over on this side. And then on this side, we're going to split up the whole number from the fraction. So our whole number up above was 3, and our fraction is 1/2. So in this box, we're going to take these two numbers and multiply them together. So 3 times 1/4. And then in this box, we're going to take this fraction and multiply them together. 1/4 times 1/2. So 3 times 1/4. I take my whole number and I multiply it by my numerator, and I get 3/4. And then 1/4 times 1/2. I multiply directly across. I get 1/8. Now I need to add these together. So I need to add together 3/4 plus 1/8. Now, if you remember back, we can't add fractions together unless they have the same denominator. Now, I can make my 3/4 eighths because 4 times 2 is 8. So, if I do 4 times 2 and I get 8, whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. So 3 times 2, and I get 6. So now I'm adding 6/8 plus 1/8 for my answer of 7/8. Again, I would simplify if I could. In this case, we don't have to simplify, but you may have to simplify. So after you finish this, your job is to work in your packet. So you should be looking at packet page 4, which looks like this. Looks like this. And your job is to do A through F, H, and I. So your job is to do A through F, H, and I. So you're going to do A, B, C, D, E, F. And then you're also going to do H and I. When you finish with that, your job is to do the exit ticket, either on Jamboard or on paper. If you do it on paper, I just ask that you take a picture of it and upload it on here.